Well, good morning, everyone. Here we are with our Wednesday webinar today on August 16th. And I'm Glenda Robichaux, and I'm very honored to be hosting this webinar on Back to School today. My partner in crime, Julie Gromitz, is out of town, so I'll be kind of taking over control today. And let's get started. So first, just want to kind of give you an idea of our agenda and what we're going to cover this morning. I'm going to go over the promotions of the month because they're awesome. And then we're going to take a look at our upcoming webinars, and then we'll dive right into the topic at hand of back to school. So for August promotions, you can get 10% off the A to Z chewables and the PB Assist Junior, both of which are excellent products that I'll be talking about in further detail today. And then also wanted to let you know that we now have Tangerine available as a new oil. And Tangerine is just lovely. If you are into the citrus oils, I highly recommend this one. It's just beautiful. Great to diffuse, uplift moods. And then generally we do 2 recordings, the early part for business builders and the rest for just customers, but today I'm just kind of squeeze it all in one. I hope that's all right with you. But I just want to make everyone aware of this amazing enrollment special that we have. So even if you, are not interested in doing the business, you could certainly be sharing this with your loved ones. And if you have family or friends that are interested in getting a wholesale account similar to what you might have, this is an amazing special that they have. So if they enroll with a 100 PV order in August, and then they set up their loyalty rewards program order to ship in September with 100 PV or more, they will get the Lifelong Vitality Pack free, which is our Microplex VMZ, which is kind of your multivitamins, the Z Omega, which is, all those great omega fatty essential acid or oils that we need, and the Alpha CRS, which is a cellular nutrient. And these 3 products together just make an amazing boost in energy, help the immune system, help with inflammation in the body, just all that great stuff. So they can get those free by just, again, enrolling this month with a 100 PV order and doing a loyalty rewards order in September of 100 PV or more. And then they get those free from doTERRA. And if you were to buy each of those individually, it would be almost over $200. On the loyalty rewards program, you can get these 3 products together for roughly, I want to say it's $69 or $79, which is an amazing value. And be earning free points for free product and all that jazz. So just want to make you aware of that. If you have someone in mind that you want to share with, this is a great month for them to get started. And then next, upcoming webinars. So convention is right around the corner. I'm so excited. I'll be heading out to Salt Lake City, and so will Julie. And we'll be learning about 5 new single oils they're going to introduce and 3 new essential oil blends. And I'm sure there'll be a handful of other new products. And so next week, we're going to talk about how to kind of prepare for convention, whether you're actually going out to Salt Lake City or whether you are here, what things to be on the lookout for, what you want to keep in mind, and all that kind of fun stuff. And then the following week, I'm not sure that we have a topic. August has kind of been crazy between Julie and I, so if there's something that you would like us to talk about or something that you would like to share with our teams, we would love to have guest speakers. So we are open to any topics that you might be hungry for to learn about. Just let Julie or I know, and we will get those in the lineup. There's also, if you're on Facebook, Starfish training that's going through September 1st. And I'm afraid I don't know much about that one, but if you have questions, reach out to Julie or me and I will find out the answers for you. And then also on doTERRA.com, they have the Empowered Life series, and back to school is the topic for August, kind of similar to what we're doing today here. But those Empowered Life series are amazing and just chock full of information. And they are recorded and then archived out on doTERRA.com. So if you are looking for more information, I highly encourage you to go out to doTERRA.com. And then if you hover over Our Advocates and go to the Living section, that is where all of those archived Empowered Life series live. So you'll be able to see those there. All right, so let's dive into our topic today, back to school essentials. And as I was reflecting and preparing for this webinar, it got me to thinking that there's so much to this time of the year. So even if you don't have children in school, maybe you are in school yourself, maybe you're a teacher, maybe you work in a school environment, or maybe you're gearing up for fall and getting ready to kind of change your routine. So I tried to keep all those things in mind with what I'm going to go over today. We will get started here. I know that someone just joined though, and they're not muted, so bear with me one moment while I mute them. Alrighty. So, back to school. And again, like I mentioned, I kind of want this to just be about everyone, not just to focus on kids. And part of going back to school is a change in routine. And I think part of fall is just a change in routine. So things to keep in mind as we shift from summer into fall, which I can't believe how fast the summer went. Something that I find really helpful is to put oils where you see them or where you use them. So if you like a drop of peppermint in the morning in your palms just to kind of breathe in to help you with waking up, maybe consider putting it on your nightstand. If you like to use a drop of frankincense under your tongue in the morning, maybe put that by your toothbrush. So kind of placing products where you might use them, I find really helpful. Another great thing to do with changing a routine is getting in the habit of diffusing some oils in the morning and in the evening. And you might have a different lineup for what you're going to diffuse in the morning. In the morning, it might be something that really kind of gets you boosted, gets you started. In the evening, it might be more calming oils to help kind of settle you down and prepare for bedtime. Another thing with routines is eating healthy food. And along with eating healthy foods, eating at regular intervals, eating breakfast, that's something I struggle with a lot. But wow, those days that I do have breakfast, I find that I'm so much more productive. So, you know, preparing maybe at the beginning of the week or over the weekends with what your meals are going to look like for the week. Making sure you get enough sleep. This one's huge, especially for little kids. They need those hours of sleep. And then I think it's very important to also find some time for fun. I know fall can get really busy with activities and just the nature of being fall. And finding some downtime, whether it's time for meditation or prayer or just some time for yourself where you have a couple of moments to collect your thoughts and maybe journal or, again, be diffusing some oil that helps you find that time to relax. All right, so one of the things I listed in the routines is nutrition. And I think that nutrition for the whole family is really important. And so I wanted to touch on a few of these different products. The first one being the A to Z Chewables and the IQ Omega. And again, the A to Z Chewables are 10% off this month. And those are great for little kids or even for husbands that don't want to swallow pills. I know my husband loves the A to Z Chewables. He's more likely to take those than taking the Lifelong Vitality Pack. Either way, it's a great product and it's got a strawberry flavor to it. And I've tried them. They're actually kind of tasty, not too bad. Hopefully your kids will like them. The IQ Omega is the liquid form of the omega oils, and it's flavored with orange. This is a great one to put in smoothies for little kids if they like smoothies. You can kind of hide the fact that you're giving them that supplement. And then for us adults, it's real important to keep us going too, and the Lifelong Vitality Pack is amazing. We've got the Microplex VMZ, the Z Omega, and the Alpha CRS, and the combination of these three, it does amazing things for energy levels, inflammation in the body, boosting our immune system. They're just amazing. I definitely notice if if I forget a few days, I start to feel it. So I highly recommend trying that product. And again, if you know anybody who is new and wanting to try or wanting to get a membership with doTERRA, they can earn those free this month. And then another one I put on here is the Terra Greens, because I really like the Terra Greens. And I got to thinking, when you're getting kids out the door to school, smoothies are just a great thing to have in the morning. And you could even consider putting some Terra Greens in a smoothie for your kids and then adding a bunch more fruit or something else. But I just think that's another great product to add some nutrition. Because what's happening in our world is we're moving so fast and we're doing 100 things a mile a minute. And you might not be preparing, meals for your family that are fresh. The processed food starts to sneak in when things get really busy, and there's just not a lot of nutrition in processed foods. So we want to make sure that we're getting that nutrition elsewhere. And then also I wanted to touch on PB Assist Junior, which is the other product that is 10% off this month. And these taste like pixie sticks. They're just delicious. And kids really like them too. And it's a great way to help them get some probiotics in their diet. It helps them with their metabolism. It helps them absorb nutrients. It helps give them a healthy GI tract. It's great for brain health, nervous system, and they're just yummy. And again, if they don't like just taking them straight out of the little package here, you could put them in water, or again, you could put them in a smoothie. You just do not want to mix them with hot water, because that will kill the healthy bacteria that's in there. But these are great, and I guarantee they taste like pixie sticks. They just taste delicious, and they're healthy too. So that's a little bit about nutrition. And then the next thing I wanted to touch on with getting back to school is I wanted to just kind of touch on, especially with using essential oils on kids and on their skin. Their skin is so much thinner than ours and more sensitive. So if you're applying oils on children, you definitely want to consider diluting the oil. Fractionated coconut oil is just a great go-to. That's what I use. But you could also consider jojoba oil, olive oil, whatever your go-to might be. And one thing about applying oils on children is it's really a great spot to put them is on the bottom of their feet. That's where they've got the thickest skin. And also, if it's a scent that they don't particularly care for, it's going to be far away enough from their nose. So just something to keep in mind, when applying oils on children. There is also on doTERRA.com, on doTERRA's blog, they have a great article about safety usage for essential oils in kids. So if you want some more information, that's a great spot to check out. And next, I know that when I was little, mornings were not my friend. Sometimes they still aren't. And one thing that you can help do to try and get kids moving in the morning is to energize the morning by either diffusing some essential oils or applying them to their backs or to the bottoms of their feet. And here are some great oils that will help energize the morning. We've got Citrus Bliss, Elevation, Balance, Peppermint, Wild Orange, and On Guard. Those would all be great choices. Another great one that I go to every now and then is a Get Out of Bed blend consisting of peppermint and wild orange. So you can either put some peppermint and wild orange in a little roller ball and then add some fractionated coconut oil to it. But what I love to do is just take a drop of peppermint and a drop of wild orange in my palm, rub my palms together, and just breathe that in. And it is amazing how much that just kind of helps wake the body up and get me ready for the day. So just some ideas about getting a little more pep in your step in the morning. The next thing I wanted to touch on is focus. And again, this goes for children and adults. There's so much happening in the world today with all of the different technologies we have, social media, Children are tending to be overstimulated as well as adults. I know I get overstimulated sometimes, and lots of distractions. So here are some ideas for oils to help focus. And one of them is Intune, and that comes in a roller ball. And that one is great to just apply to the bottoms of the feet, or just put a little on the back of the neck, or even a little on the back, on your back, over your spine. And I know some people that do have children will put Intune on their kids before they get on the bus for school. It's a great one to kind of help them stay focused in the classroom. And again, it's a great spot to put them on the bottoms of their feet. So then, you know, if you've got any kind of, then it's not going to inhibit others. That's what I'm trying to say, because some Intune can be kind of a strong scent. So the bottom of the feet is a great spot for that one for kids going to school. Other oils that can help with focus are rosemary, lemongrass, peppermint, clary sage, vetiver, and lemon. And you know what? Frankincense. That's another one. It's not on that list, but just great for helping with focus. Another thing you could consider doing is, if your child has trouble focusing at school, is we can make these little kind of like nasal inhalers. And really all it is just a cotton wick that goes inside this little plastic tube. And on that cotton wick, you put maybe 3 to 4 drops of any of these oils. And then it's got a little cover on it. So then they can have that in their pocket and smell it, or in their backpack and smell it when they want. So that's a great idea for kids also. Also for adults, you know, it doesn't hurt to have something like that in your purse. Help you focus, or help you, you know, if you're battling traffic or whatnot. It's another great idea. Other great places to apply essential oils for kids would be directly on the pulse points, on the back of the neck, or the bottoms of the feet. And next, let's talk about calming down. Kids tend to get really excited and energized, and sometimes we just need them to settle down just a little bit. Serenity is a wonderful blend for calming and promoting rest. You can add a drop of that to the bathtub and give them a bath. You can diffuse it in their bedroom at night before bedtime. Apply it to their back or the bottoms of their feet. It's just a great one to help. And then I also, moving more towards bedtime. Again, having some sort of a routine for bedtime is ideal. I know even for me, I need that. Making sure that your child gets roughly 8 to 10 hours of sleep. And here are some oils that are great to start diffusing. Maybe you want to start diffusing them a half an hour before their bedtime, just to help them settle down. Or again, putting them in the bath. So lavender, vetiver, marjoram, or serenity. Those are amazing oils when it comes to bedtime. And those work on adults too, not just kids. Another great combo is diffusing lavender and cedarwood together. That's a really nice blend also to help calm us down at night and put our busy minds at ease. And next I wanted to touch on keeping our bodies healthy and our immune systems up. So, I love this picture, a kid just digging in a pumpkin. It just cracks me up. But what I really want to touch on is, oops, just going to skip ahead here. Sorry, is On Guard. Our On Guard blend is amazing at helping boost our immune systems. On Guard blend consists of wild orange, cinnamon, clove, eucalyptus, and rosemary. And it's just a beautiful blend to diffuse. It's also got some amazing properties for just when you're diffusing it, it helps to kind of deter any germs that might be roaming around the house, especially if you've got someone sick in the house. This is a great one to diffuse. It's also a great one to make a little hand sanitizer recipe for. And then this you can just carry in your purse or put in your kid's backpack. And so I've got the recipe here for you. You just want a 4-ounce spray bottle, or even if you have a 2-ounce spray bottle, you know, adjust the recipe accordingly. But you use about 20 drops of On Guard and a tablespoon of aloe vera gel and some water. And that's it. Just shake it up and spray it on your hands, and you are good to go. This is a great one to apply, especially if you're going to like the grocery store, or just going to be out in public. It's nice to have in your purse, and just to help keep our immune systems nice and healthy. Our On Guard product line also has some amazing other products. We've got On Guard toothpaste. Great toothpaste. There's no fluoride or any of the harmful things in it. We also have On Guard laundry detergent and On Guard cleaner concentrate, which is one of my favorite products. You literally put like 2 tablespoons in 24 ounces of water, and then you've got, you know, a surface cleaner, whether it's for the kitchen, the bathroom, doorknobs, wherever germs tend to collect. It's just a great one on hand, and it lasts forever because you really don't need much. A little goes a long way. And then one other product or 2 other products we have for On Guard is our On Guard throat drops. I love to keep some of those in my purse, especially if I'm somewhere and I'm just starting to feel like a scratchy throat coming on, or if I'm in a plane and people are coughing around me, I always pop one of those in. So those are great to have on hand. And then our On Guard Plus soft gels, those are amazing for boosting the immune system. And that is a blend of On Guard, Melissa, oregano, and black pepper. So just a little shout out for the immune system there. Now I'm going to backtrack here. Sorry, I got my slides a little out of order. So as I was preparing this, I thought this was kind of cool, and I've never thought about doing this before. And it, you know, kids are prone to getting little cuts and scrapes here and there. And sorry, I didn't have enough time to put this on the slide. But I've got a little protocol that you can try if your kid gets a little boo-boo or a bruise. And it's going to be 1 to 2 drops of geranium, 3 to 4 drops of rosemary, 1 to 2 drops of lavender, 2 washcloths, and then you want 2 like stainless steel bowls. So in one bowl, you're going to put hot water, and in the other bowl, you're going to put cold water. And then in each of those bowls, you're going to add the geranium, rosemary, lavender. And then what you're going to do is put a washcloth in each bowl and alternate between putting the hot washcloth on the bruised area and the cold washcloth on the bruised area. And I just thought that was really neat. I had never, I've always used a hot washcloth as kind of a compress, but for bruises, you want to be switching off with that hot and cold. So I thought that was cool. And again, that was 1 to 2 drops of geranium, 3 to 4 drops of rosemary, 1 to 2 drops of lavender, 2 washcloths, 2 bowls, 1 bowl of hot water, 1 bowl of cold water, and then just alternate. So just a little idea. You could also mix up those oils in a little spray bottle or roller ball. I always tell people that you want to make the oils work for you. So if you prefer roller balls, you know, go that way. If you prefer having them in a spray bottle, set it up how it's going to work for you and how you're going to use them. Make it simple. Don't make it too hard on yourself. Just a little side note there. I thought this one was really cool too. Kids tend to bring home all kinds of fun little smells from whatever activities they've been doing. So I thought this was a cool little blend to diffuse, the Odor Eliminator Diffuser Blend. And it is 2 drops of lemon, 1 drop of Melaleuca, 1 drop of cilantro, and 1 drop of lime. That is another great diffuser blend for odor elimination would be our Purify blend. 2, if you've got kids with stinky feet that have stinky shoes, you can put a couple of drops of Purify on a cotton ball and stick the cotton ball in their shoes, or wherever, or maybe if they're in sports and they've got, their hockey gear or basketball gear, just putting some cotton balls with some drops of oil in their workout bags too is another great idea. Helps with that stinky odor. And another thing I wanted to touch on, especially too with us changing seasons, is seasonal threats. And a great thing to diffuse, wonderful recipe, is equal parts of peppermint, lavender, and lemon. So this is a great one to, if you're going to diffuse, just do 2 drops of each. And again, that's 2 drops of lavender, 2 drops of lemon, 2 drops of peppermint. It's great to diffuse. We also have the Tri-Ease soft gels, which is actually a combination of lavender, lemon, and peppermint. If you prefer soft gels. Again, you could put this combination in a roller ball and apply it to the bottoms of the feet or along the spine. It's just really great at helping boost our immune system and helping keep those seasonal threats at bay. We went over On Guard. And another thought here is, you know, as your kids are in school, maybe asking the teacher, you know, I know it varies by classroom, by school, but seeing if diffusing oils in the classroom is a possibility. It does amazing things for everyone, the teacher and all the students involved. Another idea was if you need, you know, a teacher gift at any point during the school year, essential oils is a great idea, you know, just to give them, you can even just make them a little roller ball. And I've got a combination here for you to consider, and this one, we'll call it the Vibrant Teacher Blend, but it's a beautiful recipe. And again, just in a roller ball, it could be the 5 ml roller ball or 10 ml roller ball. You're going to combine 2 drops of each, 2 drops of wild orange, grapefruit, bergamot, clary sage, and frankincense. And then just fill the rest up with fractionated coconut oil. And that's just a really nice blend to help keep the teacher's stress at bay as well. And then there's the ultimate stain remover. So as kids are starting to play, or you know, maybe you're in sports yourself as well and playing soccer outside or doing yard work or whatever it is, this is the ultimate stain remover recipe. And again, you just need a glass bottle. 8 ounces works really nice, but again, you know, if you've got something else, just make the recipe adjusted accordingly. You're going to use a 1/2 cup of white vinegar, 20 drops of lemon oil, and then just spray it on clothing before you put it in the wash. Just a great recipe to help remove stains. And again, as I was preparing today, I just found all kinds of little tips that I hadn't known about along the way. And that one is black pepper. Black pepper is amazing. I can tell you what I use black pepper for is if I've got some back discomfort, I'll put a little black pepper on and then I'll put Deep Blue Rub over it. And it just really kind of helps intensify and get that, that relief I'm looking for. But what I came across was applying black pepper to the bottom of your child's feet after a midday snooze will help kind of stimulate them and wake them back up. So that is just a little tidbit I thought that was really interesting and just wanted to add that here. And then this also was another one I thought was really cool. And you know what I find really interesting is I have some friends in Iowa and they've got 2 daughters. And I try to visit them once a year. And when I started visiting them, I want to say their youngest was about 4 or 5 years old. And when I came one time, both of the girls came outside. You know, I had just pulled up into the driveway and they said, "Stop." And I was like, "Why?" And they said, "Well, did you bring your oils with you?" And I said, "Of course I did." And they said, "Oh, okay, you can come in then." It's amazing to watch kids just gravitate towards the oils. They're just so interested in them. And it's really fun. I know that every time I go down there, I usually bring, you know, a box full of oils. And my friends' daughters just spend most of the weekend poring over that box and asking me, "What does this one do? And what's this one good for?" And it's just, it's really cool. And as you start to use them on your kids and they grow up, they will start to know what oils to go grab for as they get older and what they might need. And you're empowering your children. And I think that's amazing. It's such a beautiful and wonderful thing. So my last recipe here for you this morning is another immune booster. So, you know, kids are just more susceptible to germs being around lots of other kids and all the activities that they're doing. So this one, you want to use a 10 ml roller ball, and you're going to add 2 drops of thyme oil, 2 drops of wild orange, 2 drops of clove, 2 drops of cinnamon, and then fill the rest with fractionated coconut oil. And again, just a great spot to put these oils is the bottom of the feet for children. And I'm hoping that throughout this little chat here today, you got some good tips, not only for yourself, but maybe for your family, for kids, or for friends that have kids. And just try to enjoy this time of them getting back to school or the change in routine that might be occurring in your own life. And again, really focusing on nutrition, getting enough sleep, and taking care of your body, and using essential oils throughout the day in whatever need or whatever way you might need them. And join us next week. Julie and I will be talking about gearing up for convention, and we'll have more webinars on tap. And again, if you have topics that you're interested in, let us know, or if you are interested in yourself sharing and being a guest presenter one week, we would love to have you. So thank you very much and have a wonderful Wednesday. See you next week. Bye-bye.